This tournament's got me hyped a little bit different. I'm very, very excited to be here.
Let's go. And also we have the one and only, the man of the hour, the man of the year, the one and only Jinxie. Jinxie, we got a 1v1 tournament, baby. How you feeling?
It's Twitch Rivals time, baby! I'm fired up! We got 8 of the best, funniest creators competing for a big cash prize. And I'm pumped up, I'm not gonna lie. This is something we've been cooking up for a while here.
I love it, Jesse. So you've been covering the best Rainbow Six players in the world. In the world, right?
Yeah.
The players that we're covering today are something special, I would say so, right?
Yeah, you know, this is not the highest level of Pro League by any stretch of the imagination. We got some newer players in this tournament. We got some players who are quite good as well. I'm expected to see some really exciting gameplay coming through, but that's kind of the beauty of it, right? We're going to see all levels of Siege getting played today, and we're going to get some great moments out of it. I guarantee you that.
Wait, so Jinxie, why a 1v1 event for Twitch Rivals and Rainbow Six Siege? Why?
Great question, Valley. Beautiful question, actually. Love the way you articulated that as well. I have done 1v1 tournaments in the past with pros. We've done 1v1 tournaments in the past with like high-level console players. We've never done a 1v1 tournament with content creators where half of which have either barely played the game or never played the game. So the vision behind this was to make a funny tournament and like just entertain people because it's a different vibe than Pro League. You know what I mean? That was
right. And speaking of a different vibe, let's go ahead and tune in to actually what's going on today, right? So if you take a look at the game modes, the settings, the prize pools and whatnot, this event is special. We're going to have 8 players that you all know and love. Wait till we get to the player list, okay? This is a 1v1 single elimination bracket. Jesse, that means if you lose, what happens to you?
Belly, that means single elimination. You're done. You're gone. You're going home. You cannot play anymore. And if you lose, of course, in those earlier rounds, you don't get very much prize pool at all. So you got to make sure you come through and get those wins early and late.
Bring your A game and don't be bad, all right? So the game mode is going to be bomb, of course. The quarterfinals are 1st to 5 on House. Semifinals 1st to 6 on Chalet, my favorite map, okay? But check this out. The finals 1st to 7 on Oregon. And the final show match, this is a twist, right? The winner of the entire event will have a 1v1 against Jinxie on Oregon. Jinxie, I don't think you could be beat on Oregon. Like, why is this a thing?
Yeah, I'm a very scary individual on Oregon. People know what I do on that map. So whoever is fortunate enough to make it to that final show match, they're going to have to be locked in if they're going to want to win the final show match against me because I probably have 12,000 hours on Oregon 1v1s alone. So we'll see what happens, though.
Well, listen, you got 12,000 hours, but we got $50,000 for the total prize pool. First place is going to walk away with 10 big ones. Second place, 4,000. And if the final show match winner is able to beat Jinxie, we're talking $25K? $25,000, Jinxie. That's an insane amount of money.
That is quite literally, I mean, that could go right into a Maybach. Like, you can put a down payment on a Maybach with that. Really.
Wait, it's a Jinxie designed this whole format just so he's got to play one game and get 25 grand. Is that what I'm hearing today?
Maybe, but you know what? We'll find out who the finals winner is, and we'll see how Jinxie fares up to the best of the event, right? So, with the prize pool being 50K, first place walk away with 10K, let's take a look at the players.
Look at our players.
Look at our players. Summit. You got Sketch. Oh. Jinxie, my man. If you were to make a prediction right now, who are going to be the 2 players in the finals? I need to hear it.
Look, so everyone going into this tournament was, you know, like, everyone has Shroud on their mind, but Shroud did agree to a contingency that he would only use a pistol today in this tournament. So Shroud is a little bit nerfed, but I still think Shroud is a heavy favorite. He could very well go on to win this tournament. But another player that I don't want people to sleep on is the Sketch Reel. Don't let Sketch get hot, because if Sketch gets hot, we're all in danger. We are genuinely all in danger. Sketch, he has this potential to where he can pop off at any given moment. But if I had to make a prediction on who I think is going to win this tournament, is probably still going to be Shroud or the big Moist Critical. One of those two. Moist is disgusting at this game as well. And he's sunk the last 2 months into this game.
Jesse, I don't know about you, man, but I love Agent. Agent is the man, okay? Who you got, Jesse?
Yeah, I think some of these players, I've been watching their VODs. I've been seeing some gameplay. I'm actually was really impressed when I watched Summit play this game. I think obviously huge gamer. He's been around so many different games. I'm excited to see what he can do. And then obviously Shroud. I mean, it's Shroud. He's gonna do well. But playing only with a pistol today is gonna make it more interesting for sure.
Okay, does Shroud think he's that nice to win it all with a pistol? Does he think he's smurfing against these players?
Yeah, when I was texting him, he still sounded like pretty confident. I sent him like the player pool, and he's like, "Yeah, like pistols should be fine." So I mean, Shroud still, even with a pistol, probably is the favorite, but you never know. It's single elimination, like we said. Rainbow Six Siege is a one-shot headshot game. Anything could happen. Shroud could end up getting eliminated early on. You never know.
Right. Okay, Jinxie. So you're only gonna play in the final show match, right? If you played in this event, who would be your operators? Because we know you'd win the whole thing. Who would be your operators? Talk to us.
I don't want to leak it for the final show match, but people already know I'm going to be on some sort of a shotgun on defense. And then on attack, I'm thinking Ace, maybe a little bit of Gridlock, and Ying.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about time. It's about that time for my favorite part of the day. Chat, it's time for Guessing with Duncan, where all of you can win something special today. Check this out. Now, you all have a chance to win big. Check out the polling widget in the extension and make your predictions and watch your name shoot right up on the leaderboard, okay? But check it out. The top 10 finishers get $10 Duncan and Twitch gift cards. You heard that right. And the first place winner claims a sweet Duncan sling bag. It's all free, baby. Just make sure you enter exclamation point Duncan for full rules in the chat and cast your predictions now. One more time. Exclamation point Duncan in the chat for the full rules and cast your predictions now. Jesse, this is gonna be crazy, dog. I really don't think the chat is ready, man. You do Pro League, and on Twitch Rivals, this is a whole nother game here.
It really is, and obviously, I mean, all these players are going to be excited to get forward and not only play more to have more time in the tournament, but also get that prize money. And I know for the grand final show match, I said Jinxie's setting this up so he can take home 25 for himself. I believe that gets distributed to every other player who is not the player that Jinxie beats in the grand finals. So, I mean, there's always going to be stuff to cheer for, always going to be people to root for in these finals, and it should be a good day.
All right, Jinxie, what makes Rainbow Six the best 1v1 game out there right now? Because, I mean, you've been popping off with that.
The reason why Rainbow Six Siege, to me, and I'm sure like Jesse could also attest to this, is the best FPS in the world is because of the depth of how deep the game actually goes. When you start understanding Siege, that it's not just another shooter, like with droning, utility usage, every specific operator has its own specific purpose. Some operators have hard counters, some operators don't. It's like the game is so beautifully designed, and like it's not just a team game, like it can also be a 1v1 game. And my favorite side of it is just the like trash talk in 1v1 specifically. That's kind of what I think is the best element of it.
That's the best easily. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the players ready to get this event underway. We're going to head on over to a short break, but when we come back, we got more Twitch Rivals and Rainbow Six Siege, baby. We'll see you guys soon. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you beautiful people, welcome back to Twitch Rivals. You're tuning in to the best place in the world right now. It's your boy Veli. I got the one and only Jinxie. Jinxie, tell the people hi.
What's up, guys? We got a banger match coming up first. If you guys just saw the bracket, we got Joe Bartolozzi, or is it Bartolozzi? Joe Bart. Joe Bart.
It's your tournament.
I never knew his name, to be honest. We got Joe Bart versus Summit 1G starting us off, and I think that's going to be a banger match.
All right, and also welcoming Jesse to the desk, a world-class analyst for professional Rainbow Six Siege. Jesse, the first match of the day. Okay, I'm an old school gamer. I'm all for Summit, Jesse. What do you think?
I mean, I think Summit comes into this as the favorite just because he's been playing, FPS games for how many years now, and he's even been playing Siege for a bit. I was able to go back in preparation for this tournament and find a few clips of Summit playing Siege, even from, 2 years ago or so. So he's clearly been around the game for a bit. He knows how to play it. I think Joe has some good clips as well. I was able to watch some VODs of him playing on a couple different games, and you know what? Maybe not the most experienced, but from what I saw, it was actually decently impressive. So I think this will actually be a high skill match.
Right, and Jinxie, take a look at the bracket as well. Next, we got Sketch against Flight 23 White.
Yeah.
I think that match is going to have a lot of not great gameplay, but a lot of very funny moments.
After that, we got Agent and Pixel, then Moist, Critical, and Shroud. Jesse, I think that last one at the bottom is going to be it's a nerd fest. These guys are gamers, bruh.
Oh, yeah. I feel kind of bad for Charlie going up against Shroud first round, although with the pistol, as we've been talking about, the restriction that Shroud has in this tournament, that could be a really, really close one. I think Moist Critical's got it in him to take that dub and get the big upset to take out Shroud in the very first round.
I don't know. It's Rainbow Six. Like, if you're nice with the pistol, it just takes one tap, Jesse.
You're right.
Come
you're
on,
right,
man.
You're right.
Come on. All right, so Jinxie. All right, so this first game.
Okay,
Summit.
so yeah. We need casters' predictions on Summit versus Joe.
Now.
Score prediction up to 5. Bella, you go first.
Oh, Summit. I'm old school, baby. Summit's going to handle this easily. I think Joe probably going to win like one round. Other than that, Summit makes it look simple. Jesse, who you got, baby?
Okay. I'm going to have some faith in Joe, right? I think this guy's actually pretty good. I hope I don't eat these words. I'm going to say it'll be close. I'm going to say 5-4, still favoring Summit, but it's going to be a banger game.
So 5-4, 5-1. Jinxie, who you got?
Look, at the end of the day, Summit has been gaming since 1972, probably. That guy's wrist is, there's nothing more comfortable than a mouse in his hand. If Summit loses to Joe, I would be shocked. Joe is going to put up a fight, though. It's not going to be a 5-0. It's not going to be a 5-1. It's going to be 5-2. Summit 1G takes it.
Yo, that's wild. Wait, by the way, I want to clarify something. The winner of the whole event that goes against you, Jinxie, if they win $25,000, let me say it again. $25,000 gets split between everybody in the tournament. That's crazy.
Yeah, so if I win, then the 25K gets split up between the other 8 players. If they win, they get the 25K.
That's crazy.
They're public enemy if they get into the show match. None of the other streamers want to see them win. They'll all be rooting for Jinxie.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like we should have a handicap. We should invite all of them into Discord, and everyone gets to trash talk and distract the guy going against you. You got to even it out, right?
No, that'd be good. So right. I mean, we have two Summit predictions and one Joe prediction. Jesse, I have to ask, why Joe? Why do you feel Joe pulls this upset off?
Jesse,
well, okay, I said 5-4 Summit. I said 5-4 for Summit, but I actually am hearing you guys disparage Joe. I'm gonna flip my prediction. I'm going for Joe 5-4 instead. I will put it all in for Joe, and because I don't think he's gonna let me down. Right? I may not know Joe, okay? I've not watched much of his streams, but I've seen through the VODs, right? He plays a lot of different games, and I do think he brings that intuition that many different games will provide to a player, right? Rainbow Six Siege is not just an FPS, it's just not strategy. There's so many different elements that combine to make Rainbow Six the game that it is. So yeah, Summit might have the better aim, but when you take it all as a package, that's where we're really gonna see Joe shine.
He makes it sound good, right, Jinxie? He said a whole lot of nothing, but he makes it sound good, right?
He's very articulate. It's very beautiful. It really is. But at the end of the day, Summit's been gaming for like 45 years. It's over. It's genuinely over.
Joe's not gonna let me down. I got faith. Joe won't let me down.
Summit has been alive since the creation of video games, Jesse. I don't know, man. Okay, Jesse, I will give you like $1 bet on this, hands down. Me and you 1v1, okay?
Checking
I'll give you
in,
$1 bet.
Oh, easy.
checking in on the chat prediction, we have 23 million on Summit 1G and 4 million on Joe. Summit is the heavy favorite right now.
That's understandable. The people aren't aware. That's okay. I'm used to competitive Rainbow Six Siege where people make bad predictions all the time. This is standard. Everybody betting on the big dog Summit. It's gonna be pretty painful when you lose those channel points.
Jinxie, I mean, I would like to say that these players are lucky that we didn't enter the tournament, but let's say if us three entered a 1v1 tournament, just us three, who do you think would win?
Well, I think you would.
And why does it answer me?
You would probably be a first round exit, Veli. Jesse would make it to like semifinals and then lose to me. And then I would probably lose in finals. That's very realistic. Yeah, that's fair.
Who do you think you're losing to in finals, though?
Well, who's in the tournament?
Wait. By the way, while you guys continue, I want to say the game is ready. All right. Wait, Jinxie. This is the moment. Are you ready?
Oh my God, I'm beyond ready. Oh my God, they
take
started.
it away, baby. Yes, sir. It's all you.
Oh my God, we have Summit 1G. This guy's been gaming since 1978, probably. And he's upset about the Sledge ban. I believe that was an accidental ban by Summit. I'm not even...
Okay, wait.
I don't even know if Summit intended to ban Sledge. And then he banned Tachanka. All right, so I'd like to throw everything out of the window that I just said. Neither of these players know what's going on. Summit just banned Sledge and Tachanka. Joe with a decent ban on Ying. That's actually not a bad ban from Joe. And then Clash. Clash definitely an annoying operator to deal with if you're new to the game. I don't necessarily know what level Joe is. Apparently Summit's played like a decent amount of Siege. The Sledge and Tachanka ban are very concerning from Summit 1G. I'm not going to lie. We are, on bomb. We're on house. 1v1 single elimination bracket here. We got none other then, oh my, Summit's on Ash? Summit's on Ash? Whoa. Okay, Summit. I mean, Ash is a great selection. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of versatility, a lot of walls you can soft destruct. Especially on house in a 1v1 scenario. Going to Hard Breacher is kind of corny.
Jinxie, have we seen House before in a 1v1 tournament? I feel like it's always Oregon. Oh, and that's a Kapkan we just saw.
Always either Oregon, Coastline, or like maybe Border, because those are like the smaller maps.
Yeah.
Old House, yes. Old House was definitely like the hot spot for any 1v1, but not really New House. So this should be very interesting. Summit's rocking a concerning class setup, to say the least. Red dot on the G3. Please, for the love of God, throw a drone.
Maybe he's cooking, bro. Maybe he's cooking.
Summit gonna smack the rubber ducky. Okay, he's got the rubber ducky charm on. And he's gonna go down to Treehouse. All right, Summit's not droning.
Okay.
Oh God.
My worry is he dies to a Kapkan trap. I will be honest with you. I feel there's a very high chance of that right here.
Yeah, I just got an anxiety attack as soon as Summit repelled in without droning.
Again, I feel Summit's strategy is just to all aim, no brain. He's gonna go in. He's gonna mechanically take down Joe, and that's kind of the game plan here.
Summit has not droned. What is he breached? What? Jesse, what am I watching?
I think he's trying to find the drone button. Maybe.
Oh my God.
Stop, bro.
Joe
lost.
Oh my God. Joe takes Summit down to 36 HP. Summit, really bad aim. That's a good angle though, Summit. Wait, Joe takes a lot of damage. Kapkan, I knew it. Oh
No.
You were right. Oh my God.
And that's what I told you. I told you Joe is going to bring all these different aspects from playing different games, bring the strategy. Yes, maybe in a 1v1 when it's just gunplay, maybe Summit would be better. But this is Rainbow Six Siege. There's more to it than that.
Joe smiling, takes round one off of a Kapkan trap. I think and Jesse, I don't know, like if you want to, piggyback on this, but I think Kapkan in like a lower tier, like skill tournament is like one of the best operators. The amount of free rounds you can get with Kapkan on newer players is actually insane.
Oh, 100%. And here's the thing too, these players, they're going to evolve and learn as this tournament goes on. If Summit makes it to like the semifinals, for example, or even later in this game, he's going to learn to start looking for those Kapkan traps. But that's when you hit him with like the Frost. That's when you hit him with like the Legion. That's when you hit him with all these other traps trap operators. There's so many in Siege that like eventually, if you're not, playing this game relatively common, if you're not playing it relatively often, there's gonna be more and more and more things to catch you off guard. So the players that have been grinding Siege the hardest, have been playing the most, they're always gonna be at that edge.
And it's like, even in like, you'll even see Capcan work in like higher rank lobbies. So like,
Yep.
if we're going into a low rank lobby, Capcan is definitely going to work. Joe is attacking the garage wall. It's soft, but he has no sort of destruction besides a grenade, and that's not going to do anything to a soft wall. Summit, oh my god, Summit just takes one right back to him on Capcan. And oh my god, he's using a bulletproof camera that he didn't place down as opposed to a C4. What are your thoughts on that,
and
Jesse?
I mean, if Joe just enters the garage, like Summit's okay, he's got a camera, he's got a default in there, but presumably there's not a whole lot Summit can actually do. He's not made any rotations between the sites, so I mean, he's watching top floor right now. We could see an early plant coming through from Joe. If he's smart, he'll get this down.
Yeah, this is, how do I word this properly? This is a disaster of a setup from Summit 1G. Joe can literally kick down the door and plant the diffuser
He
right
didn't
now.
use a single reinforcement.
And there it is! Joe is on his A game! He plants off the rip and Summit is lost!
Oh, this is
Post-plant
bad.
so important. Joe hits a lion. What a lion from Joe. Summit knows to dodge it, though. Summit knew to dodge that.
We're seeing some brain cells firing here. A nade, too. Genius nade. Stall him out a little bit more.
Oh my god, another nade. What a nade! Summit's gonna full swing. Summit! Oh my god.
Okay.
That was sexy. That was sexy right there. I like that.
Yeah, throw grenades. Yeah, try
The
to
composure from Summit to not only avoid the grenade, but full swing Joe in a close range gunfight was beautiful. Joe's biggest misplay was not just getting, he should have just got out of the building,
Yep.
waited for the defuse, and then walked up at Summit. That was a misplay on Joe's half.
100%. It's a bit of a messy post plant for sure from Joe, but I still think the fundamentals are there. Getting in, getting the defuse kit down, getting out a little bit, could have been out farther for sure. But I mean, I agree with what you were saying too as well. The setup there coming through on the Capcan, 0 reinforcements used, the bulletproof camera not used either. I assume he put down Capcan traps, but he didn't put them on the one door where you can walk into sight from the outside. So that's kind of, again, maybe the misplays come through. Unfamiliarity with the map. We said this is the first time House is being played in like a 1v1 situation. Probably the first official real tournament it's ever been played in, at least with the rework. So we're breaking new ground. We're finding new metas here. I like this.
Yeah, Summit has he definitely has a fixation on this red dot scope. Probably, in my opinion, one of the worst scopes in Rainbow Six Siege right now. We're definitely in more of a ACOG meta, especially on attack, and Summit just kind of threw that out of the window there.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm always in favor of players playing with what they're comfortable with. Again, we're not droning, we're not looking for traps as we jump on in, but this happens in Pro League a lot too, where like, yes, you'll see unorthodox sight combos and attachment combos, but like ultimately, it is personal preference, and if somebody's popping off, I always say let them play whatever they want.
Yeah, no, I like that. It's definitely comfort is everything in Rainbow Six Siege, 100%. People ask all the time, like, what sensitivity should I use, Jinxie? It doesn't matter. As long as like you put thousands of hours into that sensitivity, you'll be fine. So
Yeah,
I'm going to Sophia, the soft wall.
Is the site even basement? Do we know this for sure?
That is a great question.
It could be top
Jesse.
floor.
Better watch the fuck out, man.
Like, imagine this isn't the site. Like,
Oh my god, it's not the site. Summit just, wow, it is not the objective.
Summit!
I didn't look
Summit
at the
just
door at all.
lit a minute 15 on fire right there. That is not the objective, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy.
Oh, Lord, Summit.
Well, hey, there's no basement room. He's cleared the basement. He knows that now.
Summit, that's not the objective!
I'm lost. I'm gonna find
He's still
I gotta
looking!
start picking up the speed here on finding the fucking bomb.
I mean, he knows he's lost. At least he's aware of the situation. That's
over
step
here.
one,
Maybe
recognizing
Step
there is a
one
problem.
is step one in anything in life is understanding that there is a problem to begin with. And Summit did do that. Summit now gonna start heading upstairs. Jesse, I like this from Summit.
I mean, better than being in the basement, yeah.
It is step one. Now, I'm assuming Joe went right back up to the third floor. I think Joe just got on a camera. He did. Well done by Joe.
Oh,
Beautiful utility usage. Now, red pinging, That is a big no-no. Oh my God, he
Watching
almost
drone.
shot his camera. Oh my God. Yes,
Maybe he'll remember to use it now that he's seen it. No.
Nope, he ran right by it.
Okay, understandable. I mean, he doesn't have the most time to drone right now.
You have located a bomb.
He finds the bomb. 38 seconds on the clock. He found the bomb, but he did not find Joe Bartolozzi. Or Bartolozzi. Sorry again, Joe.
He's clearing his corners. Oh,
Oh my
he
God, he's gonna
drones
drone.
with 30
The
seconds
first
left.
drone of the game. But there's Capcan. There is Capcan.
Did he see it?
Oh, Summit, please tell me you saw
I'm
the
worried he
Capcan
did
trap.
not see it.
Peripheral vision's got to be
Uh-oh.
A1 here. Word on the street is Summit hasn't slept tonight. The word on the street is he's on no sleep, and there it is. Summit's on 65 HP now. Gonna start walking down Joe. Summit! Summit!
Yo, something hit me and it scared the shit out of me. I don't know what it was. What the fuck was that?
Can
you ran into
someone
my
in Does Summit still not know what a
That was a
Capcan
cap
trap
can
is?
thing.
That is-
Okay, didn't kill me
Oh,
fully.
I think his viewers are telling him. I think
Now
the
he
viewers are
understands.
letting him know.
Okay, now Summit understands that it is a Capcan trap that he's running into. Beautiful.
Okay,
Looking
that's
like a couple news
again,
for
we're
sure.
baby steps. You know, we're learning as the tournament goes on. That's what this is all about. I think every round, there's something we talk about in Pro Siege sometimes. Strategically, I feel like Joe is winning these rounds.
Yeah.
However, when it comes down to the
I'm gonna bring
gunfights,
out my
I feel
whole
like he's
castle.
often getting caught sprinting or getting caught, you know, without his gun up. I kind of just want to see Joe do his sight setup, play his cap cans, and then sit in a corner. Hold up with your sights up, right? Be ready for the push because it's gonna come from Summit, and he has really been doing a good job of taking him down.
Yeah, when it comes to the one-on-one engagement, Summit definitely has better aim than Joe. As we anticipated, like we said, Summit's been gaming for like 40 years. So like we did anticipate Summit to have better. He just castled himself off.
Okay. He doesn't even have a shotgun, so it's not like he could even make the rotate.
Thank God he
Okay,
ripped that
okay.
castle out. If he,
He's
Okay.
just hunting for the drone, though. There it is.
beautiful.
Great.
Joe is
Joe.
loving Lion.
He really does. I think it's a good operator here. I mean, obviously, Summit knows to stand still, but that extra intel in the post plants, it can be huge.
Summit
Yeah,
castled
he-
himself off again. Oh my God.
Oh, he's fully castled himself off. Wow.
He has no
he cannot.
shotgun. What is If Joe just plants the diffuser, this round is basically over. Someone's gonna have
Yeah,
to
it's
yank
done.
out a castle. For any new players that are watching Siege right now, do not trap yourself in an opposite objective. You need to be able to come in and out of each site. Summit,
Yeah, this
whoa,
is
kind
Siege
of
101 here.
He's cooking a little bit with these angles. I like the line of sights.
If Joe walks up the main stairs, that's a great line of sight. If he comes from literally anywhere else on the map. Oh, he's realizing this is a bad idea.
Joe has no cams left. Joe has 2 lions left and no cameras. His utility's running low. That's Joe's second lion. 1 more remains. Minute 40 on the clock. Summit quick peeking left and right. Joe's in sight. This is what I was afraid of.
He's got a
Joe's
finger
gonna
up the
plant that
button.
diffuser.
Awkward, dropped it. Diffuser is
It's done.
online.
It's done.
Beautiful from Joe.
That's gotta
And
be
he
the
gets
round.
out. That's gotta be round. That's gotta be the round.
He's got to throw so hard to lose this at this point, Jinxie. He's got to throw so hard.
You see,
Oh my
and he did.
God, I was
Found
dead
you.
lost. Why did I not just hold that shit, bro? Oh
I've been
my
saying
God.
this.
Joe is
Just
visibly
sit in the corner and
frustrated.
hold angle.
So true, dude.
He's always getting caught sprinting. It's the same issue time and time again. He's got to learn to adapt or he's not going to make it past these quarterfinals.
Joe is like actually outplaying Summit right now. He just like, he outplays Summit, he gets the plant down, and then he has a panic attack every single time. Summit's like, I don't know, like Summit is like, he's giving Joe sight for free, but Joe
Yeah.
can't capitalize on it. It doesn't matter that much because Joe still has very defined shoulder muscles and he's very attractive. But
He's always going to have that going for him.
he's
That's-
always
that's
going to
the
be
nice thing.
muscular and beautiful.
Mhm.
But he
Yeah.
needs to be composed in these post-plant scenarios.
I also like looking at their operator pools there. We saw not a lot of ops unlocked other than the defaults. I think it was Ella and one other operator. I mean, that's likely to signal we're going to see Capcan over and over and over
Yeah.
again. I talked about experimenting with like the Frost with the Thorn. Probably not going to see that out of Joe unless he buys these operators after the quarterfinals.
Yeah, little fun fact about Joe in this game so far, he actually has not gotten a kill with his gun yet. His only kill was with that Capcan
True.
trap on the opening round. He's done some damage to Summit here and there, but he hasn't actually gotten a kill with his gun yet. It's just been the Capcan trap.
How do you feel about this main floor bomb site? I feel like it's got to be one of the worst sites on this map to try to hold.
I mean, as you know, as like any person who plays Siege a lot, the more entry points someone has into objective, the worse it is as a defender. And Joe picking this site, I mean, Summit has like 7 different entry points. Now, this site is good for Kapkan, though. I doubt that was Joe's intention, but there's so many doorways on this objective. Like, the odds of Summit hitting another Kapkan trap are very high. Summit's basically a magnet to these Kapkan traps. Summit is currently twerking in front of a default camera right now. If Joe gets on that, he's going to know exactly where Summit is. Wait.
But I mean, he's got the intel advantage evened out here.
Oh my
It's a great
God.
drone.
Oh my God, Joe doesn't know where the drone is. That's huge for Summit. Joe has no idea where
Staring at
Summit's
the
drone is.
Kapkan?
He shot a Kapkan.
That's the first one. That's the first one he shot. That's massive.
Oh, he sees Joe. Oh my God.
No.
Joe's dad. No. F in the chat for
no.
Joe. Summit knows. Joe might actually be dead.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he can navigate to that doorway and you know, he doesn't move. Oh, but he's got the pings. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
gotta be it.
Oh no. Joe might be dead. He's got to find this camera.
Wow, that drone is not hidden at all.
Oh my God, he moved. Joe moved.
Do we think he's still there? I mean, in theory, you could have rotated out, but I can't.
What was that C4? Kapkan! 5 HP!
Oh,
Wait, Summit's nasty. Jesse, look
Okay,
at Summit's
okay.
aim. Oh my God.
Okay, bro.
scaring the shit out of me.
But you had fucking 1 health.
If he just puts
No, you're
if he just puts 3 traps on one door, he would win. He would win because Summit is not checking for these traps. But
stupid traps,
This-
bro.
That is the 3rd Kapkan trap that Summit has hit this game. And he's like, yo, Summit's aim is actually good though. Like, genuinely
it
good.
is. It is. It really is. I mean, that was a nice shot. Frankly, like that shot could be hit in a pro level game, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, great shot." Oh boy. I like that he was using all aspects of the game there on Summit. You know, he had the intel on the drones. He did shoot a Kapkan. You know, he walked into the second trap, but he at least countered the first trap he saw.
Yeah.
And then the great aim on top of it. I mean, he's really adapting to everything.
This 1v1 kind of went exactly how I expected it to go. Like, I did think Joe was going to put up more rounds than one. I mean, Joe still could. He still could. He could bring this back, but like, Summit's aim is just better. And you know what I mean?
forgot
Like,
it's first to 5 too.
Yeah.
He's got to win 5. He's got to win 4 straight on the side of Joe. I've seen this potential. There's a reason I picked this guy to win, but oh boy, it is tough.
yeah, I mean, in quarterfinals, it's up to 5. So like, these are the games where the most upsets are definitely going to happen. Because it's just a shorter game. But like, if Summit can just tighten up right, or not Summit, if Joe can just tighten up right now and like finish off these rounds, like he's starting off with the advantage every round, whether it's Summit hitting a Kapkan trap or if it's Joe planting a diffuser. It looks like Joe's gonna win all of these rounds, and then he just kind of like absolutely bottles it every time.
Yeah, and we're seeing, I like that we're seeing a different entry point from Joe, because if you saw Summit adapted, he was looking at the garage door, so he was ready for that entry point. Now Joe's going to go down the stairs. He may get another free plant if he just plants on the A site rather than inside garage itself.
Oh my God, Joe, you might have yet another free plant. He broke the camera accidentally.
We'll take that.
Okay, Joe shoots another camera. That's 2 cameras off of Summit's inventory.
I'm not sure that they've used any of the default cams thus far in the 1v1. I haven't seen that, but it's still, you know, it's good to rather have it destroyed than not. Oh, big intel too. Big intel.
Summit pistoling Joe's drone. Joe gonna hit that lion scan. He has sight control.
Now the question is, do you plant here? It's a little risky.
100%. Does Summit have? Summit doesn't even have an impact. Summit does not have
Oh
any.
no.
What is that hole? Joe's grenade might end up getting him killed.
Oh no.
Bro,
He hears the plant.
where
Does
are
Summit
you?
know that that's? Summit knows. Summit knows.
Did we kill each other?
I don't know who won that.
That's
Did you win that?
unbelievable.
I won that, right?
Summit wins because he was on defense. Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
The age old yo, Summit's aim is actually like really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Dude, it's so tragic. That is the first shot that Joe hit all game, and it lost him the game.
That
Just
is
tragic.
crazy. That is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Summit, the first victor that we have on the 1v1 Brawl Showdown here, hosted by Jinxie and Twitch rivals Jinxie. The pistol shot at the end was Naz. 5-1. Who called 5-1?
okay, actually you did call 5-1. Oh my god. Well, okay. So let's keep track. So
Make
Me
me
and-
an analyst again.
me and Veli are correct, and Jesse is
Jesse?
wrong. But Jesse
I'm
did take a
disappointed in
risk.
Joe, bro. I expected so much more. Joe
that's the
disappointing
thing.
performance.
Joe
bro.
was like winning. That's the thing. Joe was
Yeah,
winning, and then the
yeah.
end of every round, he just collapsed every round.
Strategically, he was better, but mechanically, Shroud just overpowered him.
Yo, Jesse, tell me about Shroud, man. I mean, Summit. Yo, that was actually crazy. The aim is some of the best aim I've ever seen.
Yeah, Summit. Sorry, man. Summit was ridiculous today. Obviously, coming through that second last round, I think was probably the most impressive shot when he was down to 5 HP from the Capcan trap and then hits the head. Beauty shot coming through there. Again, strategically, I want to maybe see some better sight setups, some reinforcements, some rotations. Shotgun on the castle would be a good start. There's definitely room for improvement there, but I mean, with shots like those, there's a good chance we're going to see Summit continue to pop off here in this tournament.
I'll
All right,
say
we're
this
getting
right now, if Summit cannot block himself off and set up sight better, he could actually make a run in this tournament because his aim is like insane. For someone who doesn't play Siege, his aim is insane.
Before we get the next game started, I think we should call Analyst Jinxie to the desk. Analyst Jinxie, how'd you feel about that first round matchup right there?
I thought genuinely, and I was like, me and Jesse were both saying it, I do feel like when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege and the objective element, Joe was outplaying Summit in the objective. But the problem was Joe had zero composure, like none at all. He would plant the diffuser, he would full sprint right into Summit. Summit just had way more composure, way more relaxation. It might be because Joe didn't sleep the night, or not Joe, Summit didn't sleep the night before, but I don't know. He just didn't care.
I don't know about you guys, but in 1v1s on Rainbow Six Siege, my heart starts pumping fast. Rainbow Six is scary 1v1, yo. Jesse, am I the only one that feels this way?
No, I mean, I think especially if you're newer to the game, like Rainbow Six is a very stressful game to play. Even if you're just like, I remember my first couple games of Siege way back in the day, entering into just like the quick match and just like shaking every round. Like you never know where someone's going to come from. You don't have a good grasp of the sound of the game at that point, you know? So I think we're seeing that a little bit from Joe today. I think we're going to see a little bit more of that throughout the tournament. But all in all, I mean, you've got to get that in composure, and that's only going to come with reps, of course.
Right, now, production, if you guys get a moment, I would like to see the bracket again so we can see the rest of the matchups. But coming up next, we got Flight going against Sketch. All right, Jinxie, I think that's going to be wild, bro.
I think no matter who wins between Flight and Sketch, it is going to be an absolute disaster of a game.
Yo, Sketch ain't that bad, is he? Well, they got the graphics. I mean, the bracket. Go ahead and throw the bracket up. Let's take a look. Oh, Jinxie, what makes Sketch so special in 1v1s on Rainbow Six?
Well, the first thing is like I don't think he's ever won one. He's played Kai Cenat, he lost. He's played Queso, he lost.
He lost against Kai?
Yes, and I think that was Kai's like third or fourth time on the game. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know if Sketch has won a Jinxie 1v1 yet. He's 0 for 2, but his opponent has never won a Jinxie 1v1 either. So one of these guys today is going to be on the board with their first ever 1v1 win. I'm leaning more towards, I think Sketch is going to win this, but I don't know. Flight could make a run. You never know.
All right, Jesse, you're currently 0-1 when it comes to predictions behind Valley and Jinxie. Jesse, what are your predictions for this upcoming match, sir?
Can I flip a coin for this game? I really don't want to pick either of them.
Go ahead, Joel.
I think just on the basis of having more experience, I think he's got more reps in the game. I'm going to go Sketch. You know, I've watched both these players play on their streams over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. That's what we analysts say when we don't want to be too mean. So I'll go Sketch here. I'm going to say it's close. I'm going to say 5-3, but yeah, this will be a fun one.
Jinxie, how would you describe this game? How's this going to go down today? Who you got winning?
An absolute dumpster fire. I'm going to go Sketch, and I have a very strong reason for it. I believe the last time I played Rainbow Six Siege with Flight, he didn't have a headset. So I don't see Sketch losing this. If Sketch does lose this, I'm genuinely concerned.
Wait. So what operators do these guys use? Do any of you guys know it all?
Sketch loves Mozzie. Like, he loves Mozzie. And I
Really?
don't know if Flight has that many operators unlocked.
Yeah.
Flight kind of plays whoever. He plays Glaz a lot, but he calls it Glaze.
He's
Okay.
catching an L.
Okay.
He's catching an L, man.
I mean, he does have the advantage. If he's not droning, then Mozzie's gadget really becomes ineffective. And based on the previous game, we didn't see that much droning. I kind of anticipate that Mozzie gadgetry probably won't come in too much handy against Flight, but you never know.
All right, well, while we're waiting for the next match to come up, we actually have replays from the first matchup of the day. We got Joe B facing off against the legend Summit, who went absolutely crazy with the aim. And yo, this game was actually fun to watch.
Make it out of there alive.
The first
Yeah,
round
I
was
think-
insane.
It was again like we saw the damage coming through. He got some of those shots in. It wasn't a headshot, but that's okay. And then his traps did the rest of it. I liked the nade usage again coming through here. This was a pretty good shot too from Summit. Honestly,
I love
really
that
good
round
stuff.
from Summit. I mean, the
Yeah.
composure to avoid the grenade and just full swing him with like no hesitation, like that is what 20 years of playing video games will do to you. Like the composure that Summit has is actually insane.
This hasn't
I
been a
think-
bad joke. It's really been like that.
I think he really played with confidence this game, and I think he kind of came into it knowing he was going to be the better gunner, and sometimes that confidence can be blinding, like it blinds you to the Kapkan traps, you know, but that raw confidence of pushing in and going for those swings, I think paid him a lot of favors, because he often caught his enemy just not paying attention, and that was huge.
That was crazy. 5-1. God.
That round
Yo,
was so bad on
that's a
Joe's
good
behalf.
shot.
Yeah. When Joe planted, he should have just like
Holy
stayed by sight. I don't know why he full sprinted. And that was the best shot from Summit. This round was by far Summit's best shot. This is when I knew the game was over. I mean, that's an insane shot.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. And then the 1v1 right after that, it looks like we're going to get it from Joe's POV. I mean, you know, he had it there. If he's a little bit higher, he hits the head, and I think he lives there. I think if he's a little bit higher on the aim, he probably gets a headshot and wins that out, because I think it's a body shot from his POV. But
Look
yeah,
at Summit's shot
unfortunately.
here. Look at Summit's aim
Yeah,
with a pistol. I mean,
That's nasty.
that's an auto headshot, and he barely plays the game.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Jesse.
the experience.
Right. So Jesse, for people that barely play the game, right, and you
Uh-huh.
watch the best of the best, Summit's aim is kind of crazy, dog. We see new players, we see Challenger League players, and you know, they're kind of questionable. Summit's on fire.
I won't name names, but there's definitely a few players
I
in,
will.
you know, the tier 2 of Rainbow Six that I think are probably about on the same level, if not maybe a little bit below where Summit's putting up right now.
Yo!
So, the aim is good. The aim is good. We just gotta, you know, get a better understanding of the game's mechanics, and yeah, I mean, this guy's gonna go far.
Do you think Summit could make Challenger League?
No.
See, the thing is, the players that in CL that have worse aim than Summit are in that position because they're brilliant IGLs and they know the game very, very well. I think Summit, he's got to maybe excel in one of those a little bit stronger than he is right now. But something tells me that's not his goal. I think he's gonna be okay if he never makes CL.
I think GC could make Pro League. Jinxie, if you were in Pro League, what squad would you want to be on?
Probably SSG. I would want to be the shot caller on that team. You know what I'm saying?
Bias
I-
caster.
I've put up, you know, some 0.4 KDs on tournaments, and I've won them before. So I think if you just melt me into SSG as the IGL, the shot caller, I think we go on a run, and I'd be down to, you know, do that for a LAN, just see how that goes. But
Jesse, how far would they
Will you
go the
win?
first major? I
Jesse,
think
did
they'll
you
be
just
all right.
laugh? Did you just laugh?
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. No, I think Jinx is a good player.
Thank you, man.
But on the level of SSG, probably doesn't make the cut. Unfortunately, that team's a well-oiled machine. They just won the LCQ. They're gonna be at the major going forward. They're kind of a nasty squad, but you know what? I'd like to see you. I'd like to see that. I would like to see you in one of these tournaments, even just a show match, seeing what you can do.
I would want
All
to
right.
play one major.
One major.
Okay.
We got to get you on a stage for a show match. Have they done that yet?
Show match? No. No.
Oh, that'll be fire. All right, but wait up. I have an announcement to make, ladies and gentlemen. Chat, Guessing with Duncan is finished for today. Finally, if you guys put in exclamation point Duncan, put in your votes, and you check the polls, you will see how far you went, right? Well, check out the Duncan leaderboard to see your placement. A friendly and cool Twitch staff will reach out to confirm prizes for the top 10 scores. So make sure you come back for the next Twitch Rivals for your chance to play and win. In chat, also, Duncan just dropped a new kind of energy for your afternoon blast. Sparked Energy by Duncan is made with vitamins, minerals, and a kick of caffeine to keep you going at the top of your game. Now, with 2 delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine, I mean, you'll be happy with them both, okay? So if you need a boost, grab Sparked Energy by Duncan. If you guys actually went to Twitch Rivals in Las Vegas, they sampled some as well. They were fire. Have you guys had it yet?
The Spark
well-
Duncan?
Yeah. I
No,
mean, not
my-
Twitch Rivals in Vegas, TwitchCon. TwitchCon. They had a whole Dunkin' stand and they were passing that stuff out.
My favorite Dunkin' drink was the I got the Ice Spice Dunkin' drink. It was like the I forgot what it was called. That was really good. It had like little donuts inside of it. That was
Oh yeah, Ice Spice did have a Dunkin' drink.
yeah, no, I got it, like made a TikTok on it and everything. It was actually good.
We gotta get
Jesse-
some Dunkin' up in Canada, man. I don't have any Dunkin' Donuts.
But you
near
guys
me
have Tim
at
Hortons.
all. I know, and it's not good. I want to have
Wait,
some
what?
Dunkin' Donuts on the reg, bro. I
Compared
want
to Dunkin'? Dude, Dunkin' Donuts compared to Tim Hortons, Jinxie? Come on, man.
I
Dude,
thought
Dunkin's just, it clears. I have it when I go to the
Dunkin'
States, bro.
clears.
It's good. It's good stuff.
I heard
Dunkin'
Tim
is
Hortons was
Summit.
solid. I heard Tim Hortons was solid. I didn't hear it was bad, but Dunkin' probably clears. I mean, but Timmy's can't be terrible.
Listen, most Canadians will give you the same take on Tim Hortons and that it ain't what it used to be. But I think Dunkin' Donuts, if it came up here into Canada, if it competed a little bit, I think it would do well.
Hey, maybe Jesse, we gotta bring you to America, man. We gotta get you hooked on Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not gonna lie, they got these they got the bacon snacks. See me, I'm a big boy. I love to pound those down, man. It's crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys just tuned in, you missed it. Joe B just lost against Summit. Summit won 5-1. He made it look easy, even though Joe was in the lead for like most of the game, right? But coming up next, we got Flight going against Sketch, and Jinxie says it's going to be a dumpster fire of a battle. I think it's going to be the most entertaining one of the day.
Yeah, this might be, out of all of the quarterfinals matches, this will probably be the funniest one. I'm very excited to see what happens in this match. Let's we did the predictions on the last one. Did we do the predictions on this one?
Ooh.
I think me and Jesse said Sketch was going to win. But
Yeah, we
who do
said
you think is
Sketch.
gonna
We
win,
didn't hear
Belly?
it from Belly.
Sketch. What? Sketch
So
is
we're
a
all
go.
three Sketch here. All three Sketch. Got it. Okay.
Right.
I think so.
Okay. What's gonna be the round count? We got to do the round count, Jesse. What you got?
I think I said 5-3. You know, I think we're going to see some shenanigans. I think we're going to see some rounds coming through. God, maybe not.
Why do you
No,
always call?
Let me go 5-2. Let me go 5-2. Let me go 5-2.
Okay. There we go. Jinxie, who you got?
I love Flight so much. One of my favorite creators of all time. Been watching Flight since I was like young. I just don't see Flight getting more than one round. And that says a lot because Sketch is not, I'm not going to sit here and act like Sketch is God's gift to Rainbow Six Siege, but I've seen Flight play. I think this game goes 5-1. 5-1.
That one round.
He gets
Jinxie?
one. He gets one. Flight gets one round on like a headshot on like through a wall or something. 5-1.
Yo, Jesse, the way he said he was so nice. I like Flight. He's one of my favorite content creators.
One round.
He's gonna get spanked 0-5. You know, it's nothing. I think this is gonna be a smooth 5-3 in favor of Sketch. Easily.
5-3?
Easily. 5-3.
I think 5-1 is what's gonna happen. I'm serious.
I mean,
Yeah.
is Flight that bad?
3 rounds sounds like a lot.
Look,
I watched
Jinxie-
the one stream you guys did together, right?
Wait, Jinxie, is he that bad? What does he play like?
Okay. Flight is, let me just give you context here. Flight is a level 1 Rainbow Six Siege player. He's played one game of Rainbow Six Siege outside of like 1v1s. And yes, he is that bad. When I was first playing with Flight, my chat told me he didn't have a headset on. So I don't know if Flight is getting more than a round. He will get a round. I don't know if he gets more than one.
He doesn't play with a headset? In
I
Rainbow
hope
Six?
tonight he does with the prize pool we have. I
Right.
hope tonight he has a headset on. I really do.
Shoot, man. Jesse, by the way, with the prize pool we got, man, don't you wish you were playing instead of commentating?
I mean, with the level of play that we're seeing from some of these players, I feel like I could make a run in this tournament. I'm not the best Rainbow Six gunner. You know, I watch the best of the best, and I could never compete at that level. But I feel like with some of these players, bro, I could be 100%
Are you talking trash?
Listen, I won't talk it here, but listen, maybe I gotta get in on the next one. Who knows?
All right.
Okay, so
for
who
those
on
you
this
tuning in-
desk? Who on this desk could beat Shroud right now
Me.
Is he
Easily.
running the pistol?
with a pistol?
I think I could beat Shroud with a pistol.
I would
In
beat
Siege.
Shroud with a knife. Are you serious?
Okay, all right.
My Caviera, the hide and seek queen.
No,
What?
no.
What?
Look, I don't
Belly's
think.
not getting one.
I mean, like-
Jesse,
I'm
I remember
sorry.
playing
I'm sorry.
ranked with you before, Jesse. Okay.
Yeah,
I know
that
you
did
ain't
not
talking.
go well.
Okay.
Did not go well for you.
All right, Jinxie. Yeah. I was saying that first matchup against Summit. I'll give it a 5-2. I'll give him a chance.
Wait, you would
Simple.
5-2 Summit?
5-2 me. Do you think you could beat Summit with what we just saw?
I think if I played Summit, and I'm being honest, if I played
Talk to
Summit without a gun, I would win. Without a pistol, I would win.
Easy.
I would win with a melee in a C4. Genuinely, I mean that.
I think just by droning and getting in the sight properly and holding strong angles, like it doesn't even really matter the aim. I think if you can just set yourself up properly against what we just saw, yeah, I think Jinxie could take him out. I think I could take him out too, probably. I think most experienced Siege players probably take that.
I would.
Jesse, who do you think is one of the best 1v1 players of all time in Siege?
Oh, best 1v1 players. Well, a lot of the 1v1 that we see coming down is like the most mechanically skilled pro players. I think Spoit's got to be up there in terms of like the best. I'd probably pick Spoit in terms of who's like the greatest 1v1 player.
Wow, the disrespect, Jinx. Do you hear this? You hear this?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
it's fine. It's okay.
Go ahead, Jesse. Finish on.
How did that 1v1 go between you and Spoit, Jinxie?
All right.
How did that one go?
I lost, but there was a lot of, discrepancies and contingencies.
Oh, we're there. Okay.
I
okay.
woke up that day. I was sick, and I didn't get the best sleep. My I forget what it's called, circadian rhythm or whatever it's called. My sleep cycle wasn't there, so I could have beat Spoit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, we're going to find out shortly. So, ladies and gentlemen, you should get to the 1v1 Brawl right here on Twitch Rivals, hosted by none other than Jinxie, the man himself. Shout out to Space Station Gaming, by the way. $50,000 up for grabs. That's absolutely crazy. Jinxie, why Twitch Rivals for this 1v1 tournament, man?
There's no better place to host a 1v1 creator tournament than Twitch Rivals. I mean, the entire goal, it was like we were talking about earlier, like we've done these tournaments in the past with pros. We've done these tournaments in the past with top console players. We've never done a streamer tournament with streamers who don't play Siege, and that's why we had to do it on Twitch Rivals. I mean, this is gonna be absolutely insane all the way till the end.
All right, well, this is going to be even better, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for round number 2. Jinxie, Jesse, we got Flight, we got Sketch, fellas. Take it away.
Oh my God, they're ready to go. Sketch versus Flight.
Let's get it.
Flight
One
no
by
ban?
one there. One by one, we're
Wait, Flight didn't ban an attacker?
Flight did not.
Okay, interesting strat.
Flight did not ban an attacker.
Sketch is already popping off on the Thatcher ban. He's pumped. This is good.
Sketch
This is
is maybe hyperventilating right now.
Oh yeah, taking away the cards. I'm not gonna
Flight.
put words up with you here.
Flight
I kind of...
bans nothing yet again.
ban.
I don't know if Flight knows what bans are.
Crazy, bro.
Nothing's crazy.
That's
Life's
concerning.
great.
That's a little concerning.
That's what you're about
This-
to find out here.
I don't. I don't know.
You could have banned the cap ban.
Serious in a second.
Oh, it
We
is.
saw how strong that was here.
I'm dead serious.
Flight currently, when we take a look at the channel point prediction, we have 130 million points on Sketch and 13 million on Flight. Flight with the 10-1 deficit right now on Sketch.
That's crazy. Pulled a fast
Okay, I mean, that just means Flight's setting up to prove them all wrong, right?
As we said earlier, Sketch has never won a Jinxie 1v1. Flight has never won a Jinxie 1v1. One of these players is going to break the curse. One of these players is going to be more embarrassed than ever before.
Okay, sorry for screaming in your
This
Sketch?
droning is not that bad from Sketch.
Sketch getting upset about.
malfunction going on.
Oh no, what's up?
Whoa,
What's up?
what is Flight doing?
Oh, a little
see, what
splunky
you
going
doing?
Bad aim from Flight. Really bad aim.
I hope you have a bunch of clips.
No way the drone gets out here.
Nope.
Okay, thank God.
That drone was running a 4-2, bro.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Flight saying the drone was running a 4-2. Sketch going to be rappelling
Watch
up
your
to the
head.
treehouse.
I kind of like that
How the
angle.
fuck did he know that?
He's outside?
Watch your head.
If Sketch falls off the roof, oh my God, he
we're
might
good.
fall off.
He's not that bad.
Okay, there we go. Sketch, beautiful. Sketch gonna sledgehammer. All right, well, sledgehammer. Wait, why would we?
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
Interesting.
found the front door.
It's a frost, right?
that is not the front door.
Does he know to shoot down when he enters for the frost mat?
No, but there's not gonna be a frost mat there because Flight doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Wait! Oh! Wait, Sketch!
Wait.
Here we go.
Oh
Great
my
shot.
God!
Whoa, how'd you hey, bro,
What a shot from Sketch!
bro, those bullets curve. You doing curveball bullets.
Bro, that was a brilliant shot. Oh my God.
Two bombs. How?
One
Sketch
round
with
might
a
be generous.
Spider-Man shot. What did I say? He loves Maz.
Hey,
What
Sketch,
did
you
I
know,
say?
luck happens sometimes. That was a good one, though.
Flight. I
I
don't
don't know. That'll be the only one you get.
Flight. Flight. I don't know if that was lucky in any sense of the word. Flight. Damn. He
How did he
fully
do that?
Thrown under the window was certainly a call from Flight.
Never that. No sweeps over here.
He's going to Blackbeard too.
Flight, not necessarily known as being the greatest video game player of all time. He's definitely given it a whirl here on Rainbow Six Siege many times. Flight, I think
Bruh.
after that first round, I'm a little more hopeful for Flight. He looked aware. He knew where Sketch was entering from, but he just couldn't hit the shot. I'm very proud of Flight. I think he is going to get 1, maybe 2 rounds. But, you know, I mean, we never know. This could be a 5-0 sweep in the hands of Sketch. Sketch, you know, he's been in a lot of Jinx
No,
and
no,
Weapon
I
runs.
think that was a bear.
What? Oh,
You said it was a
God.
bear?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Think you got-
I will also say he has a headset,
Yeah,
but he's
something
not
in your
wearing
backyard.
it like over both ears.
Oh wait,
So-
I just noticed that his headset is not fully on.
No, it isn't.
So if Sketch comes on Flight's right side, Flight is not going to be able to hear that. So interesting battle decision from Flight on game day. You know, $50,000 prize pool, and there's just not a headset on his right ear.
I know
That
who you
is-
are.
I'm genuinely blown
Like
away.
I told you,
right
Sketch,
There
I'm
is
really
a
confident this
big
game, bro. I just
observation,
went
Jesse.
4-on-1. Cameras was on
And
too.
60 seconds in.
now. And Jesse,
We're
if
at the
I may
building.
make an
Believe what I see
observation,
here.
Flight isn't using his shield on Blackbeard. He's not using the ability. Sketch is roaming. Sketch might catch Flight off guard.
Oh no, this could be bad. This could be really, really bad. I mean, the shield on Blackbeard maybe makes sense if you just go top floor and play the windows, but he's not. He's entering the building, and Sketch is gonna 100% catch him off guard here.
God, might be in the protective. He got again.
Oh,
Sketch
look
with
at
some
that! It's one of my
gap.
toys there.
Where you
Sketch
at?
top.
Here's one of his toys.
Never. Never.
Sketch!
Oh, I'm the one who knocks, brother. I'm the one who
Wait.
knocks.
Dude, he's
Look
not
at
that
that.
bad. This guy's
Back
kind of
door's
good.
Hey,
Back door's wide open.
Jesse, this might be a crazy
It's okay.
take, but
Love the
Sketch might
comp
beat
there.
Summit. Sketch is playing well.
Bro, I had
Bro.
a shield.
You're not saying that. You're
He
not
summoned
saying
a
that. He's
special
not
weapon,
beating
bro.
Summit.
Jesse,
Hey, your
look, I'm
comp just
team.
got
You
out of
cannot
school.
say that.
I'm team Sketch.
Tell
Look,
those
I-
sixth
let me-
graders, tell the sixth
look.
graders have a great summer.
Oh,
Here's what I.
my
Okay,
God.
hold on.
Hey,
I
hey,
faced
Jesse.
I
Sketch
would
today.
not celebrate though if I was you.
Sketch,
You know,
Yes.
two needs, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Teams
just ready to
rock
go.
sometimes.
Sketch
So
was
It's
ready to go.
okay. It's just your skull on the side of the door.
This could be a
there.
5-0. Listen, I don't know about Summit, but this feels
That's what I
very
do.
lost for Flight. We've got to see him
Spray paint.
locking in. He did put on the
I
shield
call that a
eventually,
paint
so
job.
again, we're seeing those improvements. But it broke pretty immediately, as
This is
Blackbeard's
comeback
shield
season.
tends to do.
Comeback season.
Downstairs.
If Sketch could just dump
Downstairs, I would do that too
like,
if I was scared.
maybe, I don't know, 10% of his trash talk into his
Sounds like
actual
bait to me.
gameplay, Sketch would be like one of the best we've ever seen. Unfortunately, it's just not there. Sketch going for a 5-0 sweep on Flight, that would be a statement. That would be a statement if Sketch would a 5-0 sweep Flight here.
See if we can find the operator out at some point too. There was the Frost last time. We're going back up to Car and Pink. I believe this was the bomb site last time as well that Sketch had to attack. So we're seeing similar sites, familiarity maybe favoring Flight if he can bring out those adaptations. That's usually what we like to see, but I feel like he's not going to find this drone, to be honest.
Sketch has a drone in the objective. This could be huge for Sketch later on in this round.
Yep.
Sketch gonna repel up. I'd love to see Flight fight back a little bit here. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a lot of things though. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to see a solar eclipse one time in my life, but I don't know if Sketch enters then drones. That's not the order there, Sketch. That's the improper order. That's the Flight! Flight! Oh my God, Flight's fired up. Flight is Whoa, Flight. Whoa, Flight. Whoa, Flight. Jesse, I don't know if
He
you
hit
saw
it.
that aim, but it looked
He
like
got
someone,
it eventually.
It looked like someone grabbed Flight's analog stick mid gunfight there.
Oh, looking out the window.
That was not the best aim. That was not the best aim. But strategically, again, he won that round. Going for the bottom floor roam. You know, baiting Sketch and thinking he'll be top floor, and then Sketch gets on drone when he thinks he's safe.
Big on the line.
Wow.
So it's
wow.
like it's kind of like I was saying.
you mean?
You know, right. right before Sketch died. The order of Rainbow Six Siege is you drone, then you enter. You don't fly into a window, then pull out the camera. That was an absolute disaster. And Flight firing back in round 3. Flight very fired up. Screaming, top of his lungs, winning that round. Beautiful round for Flight. Flight back on Blackbeard here. He's back on Blackbeard, one of the oldest operators in Rainbow Six Siege. If Flight could put his shield on his gun, I would greatly appreciate that. Flight is literally going this operator for no reason if he doesn't. Flight, please just click R1 on your controller, Flight. Oh my god.
He did it eventually in the last time he played this operator. I mean, it was way late into the round after he was already in the building, but you know, maybe we'll see that again. Maybe we'll see him put that shield on.
Did he pick Blackbeard for the vibes? Like, why does he use the shield?
Actually know. His shield still is not on the gun. This is his entire chat is saying to press R1.
He has no shield on the gun and no headset on his head. This man is a detriment.
This is
what's he doing? What are we doing here?
So there's been no drones used. His headset's still not on fully. Oh my god.
Oh,
Flight sees the camera. He nods his head. And he points at his oh my god. What was that explosion?
Is that a C4?
Flight's entire chat is telling him to click R1 right now, and he's just not.
Oh! Bro,
My ears are ringing. Oh my god! Sketch! Sketch with a beautiful flank. Cheeky flank from Sketch.
We talk about Siege as a scary game sometime, a very stressful game, and I think we're seeing that there coming through from Flight.
I can just hear you.
I think Sketch has been standing more in this 1v1 than he's been sitting down.
Yeah.
He's doing a lap every single round.
What happened?
Look at that.
And there's another lap right there. There's yet another lap. Sketch has not sat down in his chair so far.
Hey,
3-1 lead for
I'm making
Sketch.
history. I'm making history.
I'll tell you what, you do that on a main stage in Pro League and you're gonna get some fines. But here in his living room, he's totally fine to do that.
Yeah.
Get the energy going, keep the blood flow moving. I do like that.
Sketch is fully within the confines of the rule book here. There's no rule that says you can't sprint around your room every round.
Yeah.
Sketch on Sledge here. He went Sledge earlier. He's been running Sledge a decent amount. We don't know what operator Flight's on. I don't believe Sketch droned him.
No, I don't think he got the drone very deep. So
Sketch going to Sledge.
we're in.
Open. Oh, so back
We
to.
still don't know the site.
I still don't know if I've seen a drone this game. I don't know if I've seen a drone get used.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It doesn't matter.
Wow.
It's really okay.
Did
I
he
like to
predict
think
that?
I'm not that good until I am. It's called sandbagging. Look it up.
knew.
Look it up. I only do it when there's high wages. When there's high wages.
Sketches. Wait, did I?
We're in the building.
I
Did
feel
I?
like that,
Did I
brother.
say 5-1 or did I say 5-1? Let's
my
go,
God.
Sketch!
It's
Oh
okay.
no, and now Flight's going to the
It's game
attack
time.
too.
It's game time.
Flight's
It's
going to
game
the
time.
attack. This is going to be really, really tough for him.
I mean,
Oh boy.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from Sketch right now. I'm not gonna lie. Now, the problem, and well, not a problem, the catastrophe is the lack of droning. The only
Yes.
time Sketch has droned this entire game is when he blindly entered a window, then got on his drone, which is the incorrect order. But if Sketch can like hone in on just droning a little bit, that would be beautiful. I will say this, I've played Rainbow Six Siege with Sketch a couple times, and I've never seen him drone, so I doubt that changes tonight. We'll see what happens though.
Gotta make history.
What a rat spot coming through from Sketch too. I feel like Flight needs to be reading into this. You know, multiple rounds we've seen Sketch go for these really heavy roams, and he's getting caught off guard by positions he's not expecting. I really want to see Flight finding this.
Sketch flipped cameras and found Flight's spawn point. Who
my
is
God.
this? Who am I watching? Is Sketch a gamer?
Do you think he was like just baiting the whole time to
I
get into this
have
tournament?
no idea.
That's going through the Discord.
Like, this is
for
genuinely solid play. Like, I can't be mad at this at all, other than the drone incident where he lost the round. This has been decently good Siege.
Sketch currently up the back staircase, 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Flight yet to find the objective. Sketch staying cool, calm, and collected. You can see by Sketch's facial expressions, he is locked in right now.
It's a game face if I've ever seen
That
one.
is
100%.
a war-ready face. Sketch is
Yeah.
ready for war. Didn't shoot the karaoke machine, gonna make a lot of noise here. Sketch, oh my god, Sketch has the flank. Sketch. I feel like I just heard Flight somewhere around here. I might be tweaking.
No, I think I did too. Oh,
Yeah.
it might have been.
Sketch's face is actually even more locked in than it was before.
I like that he always has his gun up here, right? He's always ready for a gunfight.
That was a big problem we saw with Joe. Joe was not ready for a gunfight. Sketch is.
Yep.
Flight found the objective.
4 years
You know
later?
Flight doesn't use. you know Flight doesn't use drones, so he's
impacts.
probably in the objective.
Oh,
Wait, what
brilliant
impact
impact!
from Sketch? Oh my god, you see him? You see him?
sees
Oh, Sketch! Sketch!
There's
Sketch, we need to maybe get a appointment with an eye doctor. Sketch just made direct eye contact with Flight
Yeah.
and just didn't.
See, I've been watching Rainbow Six Siege for more than 4 years at this point. That was the worst gunfight I've ever seen in my life. That was bad. That was rough. I
yeah.
liked the early round. The impact was smart, but oh boy, we're in for something.
Flight is cooked this last round, by the way. Flight is cooked.
I think this game ends right here, right now. I don't know if Flight has won a defense yet. Oh no, he did win one defense.
Yeah, he won one. He won one.
I'm curious to see if Flight will put down a frost mat this round. Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Okay, well, let's be honest.
Wrap,
he
just
wasn't going to use the
wrap.
cams anyways.
Just wrap it up. Just wrap this game.
It
up.
doesn't. He wasn't going to use them anyways. It's fine. It's fine.
Flight just shot his own camera.
He doesn't have a
Just-
shotgun, so he can't make a
Oh,
rotate here, which is
God.
Just his
good.
gun and vibes and laying in a corner.
oh, Jesse, throw rotations out of the window. He just shot his own camera.
This is how I looked when I first started playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Sketch.
I don't love leaving
I
the
hear
site
you.
here.
I can't see you.
No, you don't, Flight. Flight! You do not hear him! Oh my god, he did.
Oh my god! We did!
Yo!
Wait, there's no way this is. Is this real life? Is this real life?
Is this the comeback?
That is insane. That's an insane position to be in.
Yo.
Wait, a 4-1 comeback?
Flight
Let's go, I
might
like
have the
that.
sauce right
I
now.
like that.
Jinxie, I haven't seen anything like this since W7M versus FaZe Clan. I can't lie to you.
He,
I
he's
haven't
charged up.
Completes this comeback. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. It's not happening.
What happens when he comes back like this? Does he
if
win the whole
Flight,
thing?
If Flight gets a full, well, no, I'm gonna shut that down right now. No matter who wins this game, I would give the winner of this game a 3% chance of winning this tournament. 3%.
Oh, 100%. That's
So-
generous.
I mean, like, because at the end of the day, whoever wins this game has to go through Summit, and Summit actually was not shooting his own cameras. You know what I'm saying? So,
What
like,
did y'all want me to do?
if Flight were to win this game, oh my god, he did it. He listened to his chat.
Whoa,
Flight
whoa.
listened to his
Oh,
chat.
he wins now. He wins.
What
This is
happened?
Flight's first round using his ability. Oh my god. Flight is coming alive in the second half of this game.
Look at him. He's so excited. He's like, oh my God.
Okay, here's the win condition. Flight's got to get into the bomb site, pray that Sketch is roaming, and then just sit in the corner.
Oh my
That's how
God,
he
he
won
put
the
the-
last attack?
Wait,
He put
why does
shield
he have
on
the
his back.
pistol
He put
out?
the shield on his back. Flight, you are not a turtle, my boy.
What is he
oh my
doing?
god, he put the shield on his back. There we go, the shield's back. Oh my god, it's back.
What is he
Flight,
doing?
keep your shield up! Thank you. Oh my god, if he pulls out that pistol one more time. If Flight pulls out that pistol one more time.
He's listening. He's listening. Oh, he put it on the headset.
Wait, oh my god, he has both earphones
He
on.
fully put it on.
He has. Wait. Flight's ready. He has both
He doesn't know where the
earphones on.
site is, though. I don't know where the site is.
He doesn't know where he's even going. Oh, he got this,
Why is
though.
he. Flight, this is not Navy SEALs training. Why are we army crawling on the
Don't
floor right now?
question him, Jinxie.
This
He's
is
on
how
the
he won the
comeback.
last round. But
Right.
he forgets that this is not the bomb site anymore, so he can't just sit inside of Pink.
Oh my god. Did he just try to punch down a wooden wall?
Innovative punch hole there. Innovative
Sketch
angle.
has a camera. Look at the
No.
utility. Wait, look at Sketch's setup. What does Sketch have
Oh,
cooking
no.
here? Sketch has a full-blown Azami strat on Flight. Sketch wants to end this game right here, right now. Oh my god.
Wait, but he's locked into this one site. If Flight goes to the garage site, he could plant, and Sketch can't really get back.
Sketch has a whole setup, and Flight doesn't even know what day it is on Rainbow Six right now. This is scary.
Flight has to exit the building and try to enter in. If he fights this Kiba setup, he's screwed.
I love that Sketch broke down this Sketch. Oh, I like. Oh my god, I like this. Let Sketch cook. Flight is going to have a difficult time getting down to this objective here. There's 60 seconds on the clock, and elimination is at stake. If Flight loses this round, he's out of this tournament. 53 seconds now. Sketch going to utilize his last Azami to cut off the staircase rotation from Flight Reacts. Never mind, he's going to pocket his Azami. If Sketch just Azamis off this staircase... Wait, no, Sketch actually has this perfectly. Flight has 2 entry points into sight. Flight is, oh my...
I don't think he's going to find the bomb site in 3 minutes, Jinxie. I don't think he's going to find it.
Flight, get off of the floor. You need to get downstairs, and you need to get downstairs immediately. Flight.
Flight doesn't... He's not going to find a staircase, Jinxie. He actually... What does he do here?
Flight, you
Oh, he
need
sees
to...
it,
Oh my god, he sees it.
Go down.
Go down the stairs,
Please
Flight.
go down.
Go down the stairs, Flight. Flight, go down the
Please
stairs.
go down.
Don't you dare. Go down. Yes.
Yes. Big.
Why is he crouched?
Sketch advances to semifinals.
Honestly,
Sketch is
read him like a
Fortnite.
book.
Fortnite. Look at
Read
this
him like a
Fortnite.
book.
Whatever you-
Honestly,
whatever you-
he held the one angle he needed to hold.
Wow.
Oh, what's that?
Oh
That's a great
my
idea.
god. Oh my god. Wow.
He said back to Fortnite. Sketch.
I mean, Sketch, at the end of the... out of every round I watched, that was the best gameplay I've seen from Sketch. He had 2 staircases to worry about. He Azami'd off one of the staircases and ADS the other one. Like, Flight basically had no entry point there.
Yo, but Flight almost got the comeback though. Okay, if Flight had a warm-up game, I felt like he could have been close enough to make this game winnable. Like he put his shield on in the last round, right? I mean,
He had his
was
headset
hurt,
on in
right?
the last round, too. He did put both headpieces on. It took him 8 rounds. It took him 8 rounds, but he did have the headset on fully on round 8.
He did shoot his own camera, Jesse. What would you say about that in a professional setting?
Listen, from a professional POV of all the games I've ever analyzed in Rainbow Six Siege, of the hundreds, if not thousands of games, I think Flight may be the worst player I've ever seen play Rainbow Six Siege.
No,
That
don't
was
do
bad.
that. Don't do that.
That was bad. That
Wow.
was ridiculously bad. But Sketch impressed me. Honestly, that was an impressive game from Sketch. I expected a lot worse.
And as we said, Sketch clocking in his first ever Jinxie 1v1 win. I know he's absolutely exhilarated right now. At the end of the day, analysts, commentators, casters, Sketch has to get through Summit. What is the percentage likelihood that Sketch beats Summit, if you're being honest?
I have a better chance of dating Ariana Grande.
I would say,
Dude,
you know what? Sketch is beating Summit. I'm saying it right now.
Yo!
Sketch
Oh, wait,
is
wait,
beating
oh,
Summit. No, I don't
Wait,
care. I don't
Jesse,
care.
Jesse, hear him out. Hear him out, Jesse.
Look,
Sketch beating Summit. Are we jumping on that train?
this is the train I'm jumping on, and it's
Jesse.
I'm getting the $5 ticket, taking the subway, whatever we need to do. I'm on the Sketch train, and let me explain why. Sketch has played in multiple Jinxie 1v1 events, more than any other creator we have in this tournament. This is Summit's first ever Jinxie 1v1 event. Sketch is used to this. He has the experience. He has the composure. I don't care that Summit's been playing for 25 years, 30 years, 40, I don't even know how many years. Sketch is experience wins championships. Sketch is beating Summit. You heard it here first.
Experience win championships, and you heard it from the god himself, Jinxie. Sketch is going all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading on over to a break, but when we come back, we got more 1v1 $50,000 Rainbow Six Siege action right here on Twitch Rivals. We'll see you soon.
See y'all soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful people, welcome back to the Jinxie hosted 1v1 $50,000 brawl on Rainbow Six Siege right here on Twitch Rivals. It's your boy Veli. We got Jesse, we got Jinxie. Jesse, how funny and how crazy has this event been so far?
Valley, this is unlike any Rainbow Six tournament I've ever worked in my life. I'll tell you that for sure. We've been seeing some brand new meta-defining strategies like saving the Blackbeard shield until the final round. You know, we're seeing ridiculous plays like turning off your opponent's screen seemingly so they don't see you when you're right in front of them. I mean, there have been some really cool new pieces of tech to come through from these players, and I hope we continue to see more of that.
Oh, it's been phenomenal.
We saw a lot
Jinxie,
of
how you
groundbreaking
feeling,
strategies
baby?
from Flight. He didn't have a headset all the way on. He put his Blackbeard shield on his back. It was like a little bit of a turtle method. And he shot his own camera, all in a sequence of 6 minutes. So, honestly, I'm actually excited what we're going to see next. I believe next up we have Oni Pixel versus Agent 00. So that should be interesting.
That's going to be fire. By the way, while we're talking, let's go ahead and throw out the replays. If you guys missed it, you missed Sketch, you missed Flight, and possibly the best game of Rainbow Six Siege I've ever seen in my life. Yo, Jinxie, you're loving what you see from Flight. From Sketch.
Oh my God, I'm loving it. I don't love the lack of droning, but I do love the confidence. Sketch, he's always spoken on his, confidence and composure, and Sketch brought that out in this game. He definitely played a more confident brand of Rainbow Six Siege than Flight did. He started off the game with a double grenade, rappel, and without droning. So, he did lose rounds. He lost 2 rounds due to lack of droning, but he also won 3 rounds due to lack of droning. So, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But, Flight did better than a lot of people anticipated. I'm proud of Flight for that. Just ignore the same, because my God.
Yeah, that was rough. Hey, Jesse, for the newcomers out there, how important is it that when you pick Blackbeard, you activate the shield immediately? And you don't pull the pistol out when you do that?
I mean, Valley, frankly, yes, the shield wasn't on. You probably shouldn't be picking Blackbeard to begin with. That shield, it is made of paper. It blocks like 1 or 2 bullets. It's better to have it on than off. There's no downside to having the shield on. So if you're picking Blackbeard for whatever reason, yes, please equip the shield. But, maybe for future tournaments, if we do ever get Flight back on Siege, maybe he can expand that operator pool a little bit, because I feel like we're not going to see that many other players running that operator in this tournament. It doesn't have the highest pick rate at the highest level of play, we'll say that much.
I gotta say, if we could make a vote for the best pop-off so far this stream, Sketch runs away with it, right?
Yeah, 100%. Sketch,
it's not even easy.
Sketch opened up the game without droning and entered site and practically no-scoped Flight. Also, round 8, can we talk about Sketch's Azami setup? That was beautiful. Sketch said, hey, right here, I'm getting to semifinals. And that's exactly what he did. I'm proud of my brother Sketch here. Sketch played amazing. I'm also very proud of Flight. That was a great comeback. But my prediction's not changing. Sketch will beat Summit 1G. And you guys can disagree with me. Sketch is making it to finals.
Oh, okay. Sketch is making it to finals. And by the way, Jinxie and Jesse, we got the next game going on. Fellas, take it away.
We got Oni Pixel versus Agent 00. Now, word on the street, this is Oni's first time ever playing Rainbow Six Siege. This guy, big time CSGO player, not a big time, and there it is, he just said it right there. Big time CSGO player. Agent, on the other hand, has dabbled in Rainbow Six Siege.
Why is the base timer? Why is it that fast, dog? Like, it's so fast. I can't find it. It's like 5 seconds. I don't know I don't know the profile pictures of these operators.
Okay, me neither. I will have problems picking as well. Okay, let me see. Bro, I need
now,
to assemble
I gotta go with Agent here. Agent is, in my opinion, the best gamer in AMP. The best overall, all-around gamer in AMP. Agent is a solid player. He's played Rainbow Six Siege in the past. Not a lot, but he is decent. Agent's not a bad player by any means. Oni has never played Siege. So if Oni wins this game, I will literally get a tattoo on my right buttocks if Oni wins this game. He's never played Rainbow Six Siege.
Are you for real? Are you actually for real?
Yes,
yeah, flip it.
I will get a tattoo. I will get a tattoo. If Oni wins this game, I'll get a tattoo that literally says Oni is my father.
It's like 50.
And where are you gonna put it?
Right buttocks.
clip it,
He's got
chat.
the CS. He's got the CS aim though. I don't know, bro. I wouldn't be so confident.
Agent's on Ying. Oh my god, I love this operator selection from Agent. If he uses his Candela as well against a level 0, using Ying against a level 0 is absolutely insane. That's like LeBron James playing in a middle school basketball pickup game. Ying against a level 0 is not fair by any means whatsoever.
I got a really good sense, bro.
I like the set though.
Chat, I'm muted.
I like the sight.
Agent, gonna
I forgot what side of the house do I enter from? Damn, like the drone phase is really like 15 seconds, man.
Agent's
Let
already
me bring my
outside
drone
garage
around this way.
entrance.
Come on, vamonos. Damn, he has no rotates. 0 rotates.
Look at
I
Agent.
see
He's
the cat
depicting
cam.
the objective.
Not falling for
He
that.
knows there's no rotates.
Damn, 3?
He sees Oni. Oni's
Did he
on
see him?
cap cam. Yeah, he saw him. I hope so. I think.
He didn't call it out. Is the only thing. He's gonna redrone it. This is smart.
You are locked in, buddy.
Oh my god, Oni.
Need to close my chat, bro. Too many emotes. Let's go.
Wait,
The timing.
wait.
Sorry, pal.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Who swings that? What's the
Oh my
odds
god.
he swings that?
Agent.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
dude,
my.
I got-
Wait, is Oni a
you
pro
gotta
CS
use
player?
zero.
Chat, is Oni a pro
Zero's
CS
on you, my
player?
brother, Because
Wait,
I
wait.
expect a swing.
Oh my god. Wait, that was good aim. That was. Yes. Wait, he's a professional CS player? Okay, that changes things a little bit.
Well, he's a skin guy, right? And I think this could be
We are the
huge
most
since there's
afraid of
not
a
as many
friend,
like
Agent.
ways to inspect your
most afraid
skin
of?
in Rainbow Six Siege. He won't
what
be
do you mean,
distracted. He can
operator?
focus on the gunning. This could be Oni unlocked.
No. Like,
Yeah,
player.
this. I'm like genuinely shocked right now.
Shroud
Agent
for sure.
pointed out there was no rotations, showcasing that Agent actually has game knowledge. Oni just walked him down
He's
and
gonna
full
pistol on
swung
me,
it.
though.
Yeah. So that kind of.
What are the odds he also doesn't make
Yeah,
a
Shroud
rotate?
is going pistol only. That is, I'm very. Shroud versus Moist is definitely the game I'm most excited for. That's after this game.
Jinxie, he is also not making
I
rotates.
muted.
Yeah, and he has a shotgun
What
pistol.
the hell am I doing?
Yep.
Where do I put this last
Okay.
one, chat?
Bro,
Now,
you are
I'll
locked
say
in.
this.
I see him muting up the whole time. I love
Fenrir is a beautiful operator
yeah.
selection, but my god, those are the
I
worst
hear the
Fenrirs
drone
I've ever
somewhere in
seen.
sight. I just don't know where.
They're actually not in the objective. He put his Fenrirs in the hallways that are in between the objectives. Decent barbed wire. Oni is on, whoa. What in the CSGO is this class set up? He has
Oh my
a
gosh.
boss G with a reflex. I don't know if Oni knows this, but Dokkaebi is one of the best 1v1 operator selections. I feel like he just rolled the dice here, but this is wait, Agent's making shotgun holes. Oni hears this. Wait, this guy looks really swipey. This guy looks good.
OMG.
Forgot about that
Oni's
staircase.
walking
Oh, God,
down the
I can.
laundry steps. Agent throws yet another Fenrir down. Minute 40 on the clock here.
I low-key need to
The one on the
activate
stairs
this one.
isn't turned on.
I'm gonna take this one off.
He needs to activate that now.
That's not.
Oh my god, he got it! Agent! He activated it as Oni walked into it. That is the most insane timing I've ever seen.
Okay.
Wow, Agent.
Can't-
Beautiful.
Oh my God,
Absolutely
really
beautiful.
Good timing, bro. You had really good timing. Like right when I looked away,
That
you
was
popped up, man.
beautiful from Agent. It's 1-1 now.
That's one of.
Oh my
CS
God.
doesn't prep you for that.
CS does not.
Yeah, man.
The thing about CS is there's like basically no abilities, there's no operators. It's kind of just swipe your wrist around, unless I'm mistaken. I mean, unless I'm out of touch with reality here. But I think CS:GO, you just kind of swipe your wrist around.
It's like easier Siege. Is kind of. It's like for people who don't really have brains.
Yeah.
I would describe it as
Yeah. And like, even like Valorant, for example, right? Valorant has abilities. You know what I mean? I don't think CS does.
Don't give me too much credit.
Yeah, many people would say that. Valorant really the easy mode of CS:GO. That's,
You just
that's what a
pissed
lot of people
off the
tend to say.
entire CS:GO community, Jesse. Apologize right now.
I
They're all
apologize for
mad.
nothing.
They're all mad.
I apologize for nothing. Oh, brother.
Seconds on the clock. Wait, Oni goes Fenrir. Oh my god. Could this be a little Fenrir warfare here? I still can't believe we're seeing Sketch in the semifinals. That is.
I'm up in the treehouse with it. Watch what I'm about to do now.
Did Agent just tell Oni he's in the treehouse? Does Agent
calling
know
a
there's
shot.
a $50,000 prize pool right now? He just told Oni where he is.
He's calling a shot.
$50,000 prize pool, and Agent announces the location he's in. Interesting decision from Agent.
Where are you?
Still droning Oni. I'd love to see these Yings actually get used. The first round, Agent tried to use Ying. He had his hand on it, but he died immediately as he grabbed it.
You're good, man. No worries.
Kind of baiting. I think One's smarter than that, though. I don't think
I'm
he's
gonna
going to
hold
leave
for
this
5
doorway.
seconds, chat.
Agent said he's going to give it a good 5 seconds, and then he's going to rotate. Baiting in a 1v1, not ideal. Baiting in a 5v5, a little bit better. Agent just tried to throw a drone through a glass window. That's an understandable mechanic that I see why
How
he's
strong
upset.
is this glass, gang?
Fair question.
Agent going to repel up to the... Misses one hit, lands the second one. I believe Oni was in that room.
Yep.
Oh my god. Agent takes about 30 damage there. Oni is like... This guy might be the best level 1 I've ever seen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Agent takes more damage. Agent is currently on
Airball,
62
chat. I don't even know what to say about
HP.
that. I think he's cap canned out of his mind.
He's got to find a different
Wait,
angle of
what
attack so he can
operator
actually
was he?
use these Candelas.
If Agent can start... Oh my god, the Fenrir. The Fenrir comes out of Oni.
1 minute.
That answers that question.
So, I don't know how to destroy the Fenriers. I'm going to be entirely honest with y'all.
You literally just shoot
Luckily, I
them.
don't
That
need
is
to
literally
reload
all
with
you do.
Ying. Where is the staircase? This is a maze. This house
Agent
is a maze,
panicking.
bro.
47 seconds. I bet you Oni has a Fenrir on the staircase. I bet you Oni does. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I think he only set up 3. He didn't even put out all 5. Not that you can have them all active, but...
Time is running out, brother.
Agent. Oni tells Agent that he's running low on time. B site is clear though. If Agent hits the B site, he will have site control. And I think Agent is hitting B site right now because he's nowhere near Oni. Agent might be able to get this plant down and start yinging. Agent is. He's gonna start yinging B site. He's gonna throw another ying. If I'm Agent, I'm planting off the rip. I'm throwing a smoke, throwing a ying, and planting.
10 seconds.
Beautiful ying.
Dude, plants.
What a plant spot. I love this from Agent. He syncs it up with the ying. He has one more
Agent
ying. I would
Brody.
use it right now. Beautiful. Agent is
And he's
playing
out.
beautiful siege. What an angle.
And he's
as
out.
well. What an angle. If I'm Agent, I'm cooking the ying,
Pop
waiting
out
for
for me.
Oni to walk in the objective and yinging him, but I'm not Agent. Agent is full swinging Oni. He wants to take this 50-50 gunfight. I would just cook a ying. Oni's cracked. Oh my god, Oni's cracked. Agent throws a ying. It's gonna blind Oni. Well done! Wow, beautiful siege from Agent. Absolutely beautiful siege from Agent. That is exactly what I said.
You're playing the time like a boss. I'll give it to you, bro. That was clean. That was clean.
No, I think you're giving me too much credit. I wasted so much time right there.
Shit.
I wasted so
Okay,
much time.
Jesse, I'm
right
gonna
there.
make this case right now. The level of skill we're watching between these guys and the last game is like, I mean, we're talking a different
I think
solar
it's time,
system
bro. I
here.
think it's time.
I mean, both players can actually aim decently well, like
Okay, look at
a
this
million
one, look at
times
this
better than
one.
what we saw in the last game.
And
also
they're
the
aware of
utility
each other.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, the utility play from Agent, both the Fenrir
man.
and the Ying,
I
it's been
mean,
good. It's been really good.
I think I
the
got him a
Ying,
little nervous.
the exact Ying play I wanted from Agent is exactly what he did. He waited for Oni to get into the objective and he banked it off of the door. He didn't cook it at all, but still, it was absolutely perfect. Oni got full blinded. If you're a level 1 on Siege, the last thing you want to play against is a Ying, and Agent is
I'm gonna
definitely
light
exposing that.
up. Boom.
Both of these guys are in love with Fenrir, by the way.
Actually,
They've
you know what?
literally
I'm gonna put
only
my
played
wire in
Fenrir
too.
this entire game.
Just to trap him.
Which, I mean, Fenrir's a good operator right now. We see him a ton in pro play. He's very, very, very strong.
staircase
Can be
at?
kind of tough to use, but I think both players have used him quite well so far.
Yeah, and
That's-
you know, the console pro league that we play in, Fenrir is used a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like Fenrir is one of the most banned operators and one of the most played operators. I mean, and it's like kind of weird, but
Alright,
these guys are
This is good enough.
out of the 3 games we've watched. This is definitely the highest level game I've seen so far,
man,
like without a
low-key.
doubt.
Yes, there's the least like really ridiculous errors that we saw in both of the first 2 games. Not a bad
Agent
setup. I'd
asking
agree.
his chat if
Watch
it's a good
this.
setup.
The only
I
thing is
like
I don't
it
have a
from
rotate.
Agent.
Oh, I could create one though.
Agent, ooh, wait, Agent knows about rotates.
Yes.
Wow!
What I wanted to see last time.
This is the first rotation of the day, unless I'm mistaken. That is the first rotation we've seen today. Wow.
That's the first one.
Okay, so Agent might be our prodigy player here. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see Agent go on a run.
Now
like
we're talking.
if Agent made it to finals, that'd be insane.
I think
He's gonna have to play the winner between Moist and Shroud though, which is definitely comp.
I get up 3-1, this is my game, chat. I get up 3-1, it's mine. No taking it from me, boy.
Agent with a little bit of an evil laugh there. Minute 33 on the clock. Good aim from Agent on the drone.
Yeah, he shot both drones now. There's 0 intel on the side of One.
I think he's coming from upstairs, his main staircase here.
He's nervous, I'm not. Phone jammer, and he will panic.
He's right.
They muted each other. Oh, it's getting passionate. They fully muted each other. Oni gonna utilize his last Dokkaebi call. Minute 13, he's gonna walk down off of this. Please don't hit a Fenrir. Please don't hit a Fenrir. There it is. Fenrir, 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 Fenrir. Oh my God.
How did I miss that, bro? How did I miss that, bro?
Because you were blind.
Yo. Say what you will about Oni. That was one of the most passionate screams.
Bro, I swear on my screen I hit you, bro.
He did not just say that.
Bro, on my screen, you didn't let off a bullet.
What?
He did not just say that. He did not just say in CS that hits.
Okay, look in.
Yeah, it might be, bro.
Does anybody know where Oni's from in EU? Is he like, does anybody?
I believe he's German.
Okay, and is he a CSGO pro or does he literally just open crates on CS? I need to know.
I think he mostly opens crate. I could be wrong. I'm not not fully locked in, but I believe he's like the skin guy in CS, from my understanding.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Agent is a much higher level than Oni. Like, I think Agent's like level 50 or something. Oni's level 1, Jesse. He's playing for a level 1. I'm not gonna lie, this guy's not terrible. He's using his ability. I mean, we just saw Flight and Sketch just basically give everyone that watched that game lost brain cells. Everyone. But Oni's using his ability. Like, he's putting down Kapkan traps. He's using Dokkaebi calls. He was getting on drones. His aim isn't that bad. And he's passionate. He's screaming at the top of his lungs when he loses rounds. That's what you like to see.
This is actually pretty common in CS players. They're secretly really into watching Rainbow Six. This is very, very common. I've seen it from many CS players. They actually love Rainbow Six. They just won't admit it. And so it doesn't shock me.
Oh my God.
Timing,
Wait, that is the unluckiest thing.
Oh my God, bro.
It's okay. We'll ignore the Selma.
Okay, we're not going to ignore the
That's bad
Selma.
timing. I got lucky. Oh God, that was straight luck.
Agent just threw an ace charge at a metal wall, but he won the round because he punched the barricade.
Dude, if you
Oni
beat me,
is so unlucky.
swear on God you beat Shroud after this, bro. Please.
I can't put that
That's
on
twice on
God,
that door.
Shroud, gang.
Someone's getting completely
Okay. Wait, let me.
caught off guard by the swings.
Everyone in this player pool is terrified of Shroud, and I can't blame them.
I'm
But
not giving up.
Shroud can only use pistols. We have to keep that in mind. Shroud can only
That was
use
straight luck,
pistols. So,
chat.
like,
I thought I was
we
gonna
could lose
bait
to
him with
Moist.
that
You never
and
know.
jump in. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I'm running the same
Agent's
setup.
playing good.
Yeah.
I need to
He
get
could
my
beat
ultimate
Shroud with a
drones.
pistol.
I'm not even
I don't
going to lie.
know.
Going into this tournament, because I've played
He's not here.
with/against everyone in this player pool besides,
You get
like,
your drones,
Oni
boy.
and I think Joe. Oni and Joe are the only people I haven't played with or against. And I literally put Agent as, like, Agent and Moist were the second and third best player in this tournament, hands down, behind Shroud.
I don't
Like,
wanna get caught the way he
Shroud's
is.
definitely the best player, but Agent and Moist are, like, close second and third. Agent understands the game.
Yeah, that's clear from watching this gameplay too. I mean, he knows what he likes. He's run the same bomb site with the same setup every single time, but that's fine. I mean, that's gonna win you rounds in Rainbow Six Siege. So I'm all here for it.
Yeah, I mean, why change it if it's, you know what I mean? If it's not failing, why change it? Unlucky round from Oni. I'll give him that. That was very unlucky.
For sure. I'll be interested to see if he's got, you know, similar setups for Chalet and Oregon when we get to those later couple maps. But his house setups are good.
Yeah, and like the quarterfinals games are going to be on Chalet, like you said, and those games are going to be longer. They're going to be up to 6. It's going to be interesting to see what they do on that map because I feel like all these players have become accustomed to House. They've been watching the other games on House, and Chalet is like polar opposite of House. Chalet has 40 windows. House has like 6. Like, Chalet is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Minute 50 on the clock. Agent is just 1 round away from advancing to semifinals. No scopes Oni's drone. Hit him with a little bit of CSGO swag there.
But I'll loop around.
Again, that's both drones. That's good intel denial.
The fact that Oni's droning is beautiful.
Do you think he's still on the Boss G? Surely not, right? It's not done him any favors so far.
I think he is on the Boss G. Oh my God, he is! I heard the Boss G!
Oh my
Agent
God.
panicking a little bit. Oni, why not just plant the
I think
diffuser,
you're gonna
brother?
plant it. That's what I'd do if I was him.
Beautiful Dokkaebi call. I would plant off of that Dokkaebi call if I was Oni. I believe that's what he's doing. The phone call's gonna cut off Agent sound. Minute 15 on the clock. Agent's gonna start walking through this rotation here.
Damn, nigga.
Another Dokkaebi call comes out of Oni. Agent gonna hop on his Dokkaebi call. He's gonna hang up this phone.
Surely he plants now.
Oni, you have to plant. You've used both of your calls. Oh God, I don't think he planted. I don't think he planted.
Oh no.
There's no point
That was
in me
his
watching
best
that, I'm gonna be
opportunity to
honest with y'all.
plant. Agent, maybe?
I see him.
Whoa. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Shoving your head on that? Oh my God.
There's no way I didn't see
Oni,
him.
you gotta hit that shot, Oni. You gotta hit that shot, Oni. Agent's in sight. I don't think Oni knows. Agent creeped through the objective, and I doubt Oni knows. Oh my God. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful position from Agent.
At the flank of
Agent is playing lights out. Agent won this game, 100%. I doubt Oni knows where he is. Oh my God. What?
Yo, bro.
How did he have the read?
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie. In my head, I'm thinking like,
Oh, he saw the
damn, I
rotate.
knew he was behind that van. I just didn't think he was gonna peek it. Good shots, bro. Good shots.
Sorry, bro.
Wait,
Shit.
Oni is like actually the best level 1 I've ever seen.
Dude, the deduction to see the rotate and be like, okay,
Immediately no.
What's
he
your
must have
main
gone
game?
through there.
I don't really have one nowadays. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right. You're an amp, no?
I mean,
You're,
This would also, this would be a 4-1 comeback too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Oni just called
Yeah,
AMP
2K used to be my
amp.
main game, but nowadays I kind of just hover.
All right.
Just about everything.
All right.
Agent's back on the Ying. Oh my God. Agent is back on Ying. He is, wow, this is actually insane. He will not stop playing. He will not stop playing Ying.
I don't know where he is.
He knows
at
what he
all.
likes. Ying and Fenrir.
Ying and Fenrir. And my God, is that a toxic duo?
Treehouse trap. I'm really excited about. Nope.
He's calling for
So that
Treehouse
one's
again, but it's
downstairs.
gonna be basement bomb site.
There's just so much money on the line, and there's such a prize pool. I can't blame Agent for just sticking to Ying and Fenrir.
All right, let's
I
go
can't.
quick.
I
I'm gonna
can't
use,
blame him.
I don't want to go the same route. No, whatever, it worked. Let's go the same route. We don't have ace this
I
time,
like
though.
this.
First place.
Oh, you got
I mean,
cap cans everywhere.
First place.
Let me watch out.
It's looking like it's going to be Shroud, Agent, or Moist. I'm going to be honest. Those are the 3 best players in my opinion. I'm telling you, don't sleep on
Hey,
Moist
where
in the
could you
Shroud
be,
game.
good sir.
4-2. This could be an insane comeback from Oni if he starts clawing back right now.
Where is One?
Wait, Agent,
didn't see
why
him on
not
the
just
drone.
Ying and plant?
Yeah,
my
you can
God.
plant right here outside the
One
door.
gave him sight. One just gave him sight.
Just based on my previous experience.
Please plant. Agent, please plant. Agent, please plant.
Oh, he's miles away.
He's lost. He's completely lost.
He's very lost. No rotates. Obviously, can't make them.
Agent is
Playing
over
Capcan.
droning so much. All he needs to do is just
I wish I
plant
had
the
a breacher
diffuser.
right
That
now.
is
What does he need a breacher for? Just plant.
beautiful. What do you do?
It's a little deep for my
Okay,
liking,
that's
but
better. That's better.
Sure.
Why not just plant on the door, the exterior door? It's fine.
Yep.
Plants down. Minute 20. One's got to move now.
Get out.
One's got to move now. Agent got out. He's too. Agent,
It's-
you know you can't
this
wallbang
is a
that,
tough
right?
post plant,
Agent,
though,
you
based
can't
on where he
wallbang that,
planted.
right? Jesse, I think he thinks he can break that wall. Jesse, because he tried to
Yeah,
ace
he definitely
earlier.
thinks that.
He tried to ace earlier. This could be catastrophic. If Agent tries to wallbang this wall, it's going to be a rude awakening. Oh my God, he's going to do it.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, he looked
Oh,
at
his chat's
His
with
chat
him.
helped him. His chat helped him. He just now found out. His chat actually may have just saved his life.
Dude, where is One?
One, you have to defuse, and you have to defuse now.
This guy
One.
is off the map.
Oh my God, One. Not enough time.
Fire.
Agent wins. Agent
this.
mathematically wins. Wow.
Good shit.
Agents and semis.
Your eyes closed, bro. Your eyes closed. The way you waited out.
Really impressive.
Low-key. Agent.
Wow.
GG.
Agent in
GG, bro.
semifinals.
GG.
Man.
I know.
Dude, crazy. You
Beautiful
did your
display
homework, bro.
from Agent.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Agent probably showed us the best gameplay we've seen today, Jinxie.
yeah.
I mean, Agent's nice, bruh.
Dude, okay. Are Ying and Fenrir toxic operators? Yes. Is there 50 grand on the line? Yes. Play whatever you need to play to win the round. Plain and simple.
But
Ying-
semifinals, what happens when they get banned?
But
That's my
wait,
question.
Jesse, wait. Let's talk about it for real though. Ying's gun does shoot teddy bears. Like that's like the weakest gun in the game.
I mean, sure, but it's an LMG, right? You're firing forever. You can pre-fire everything. You never have to reload. There's advantages to Ying's gun for sure. And when your opponents are blind, it doesn't really matter how much damage the gun does. So all in all, I mean, it was a masterclass performance coming through from Agent. He clearly knew how to play the map. He clearly knew his setups. He, did get unlucky a few times. Definitely was getting beat out by One. And I think the gun skill from One was there. The problem is his positioning was just really, really poor. Never close enough to where that fuse kit was going down. And so couldn't really come back and actually stop it.
That was the first game we actually saw both players actually use their drones and cameras. Like, Jinxie, these guys were playing to win.
Yeah, that was the best game we've seen yet. And I will say this right here, right now. I've played this game for 7 years. One is the best level 1 I've ever seen in my life. He was utilizing his drones. He was utilizing his ability. And for Agent is the first of 6 players today to make a rotation hole. Agent is the first of 6 players today to make a rotation hole. Agent could actually get on a run. Agent could go on and win this thing. I'm not going to lie.
Agent's the best player in the tournament so far because he uses his drones and he knows his rotation hose. Let's go ahead and throw out the replays to see how Agent was able to overcome Pixel to get the big dub. But yeah, he moves on. I'm not gonna lie, the second round of this event, y'all, looks fire.
Yeah, I think Chalet is going to provide a really interesting challenge. As Jinxie said, it's all windows. It's really, you get a lot of fights with attackers outside the building. We're seeing a bit of the maybe lack in map knowledge from One here. But I like that he's walking around with his gun up. That comes from CS. He's always ready for the gunfight. He's always ready to take it. And the aim is there as well. So there's definitely some strong fundamentals. If he chooses to play more Siege, I think with some practice, with some knowledge, he could be a really good player.
You know what they
This was a
do
great
off
play
rip
from
though?
Agent.
When I saw Agent like straight walking all the time, and same with Pixel, they knew what they were doing.
I think that's play of the tournament so far.
That was the best play of the tournament.
It's not just aim, it's brain too. To catch him opening the Fenrir mine, incredible, ridiculous. You just don't see that happen, even at the highest level.
And look at this play from Agent. He utilized his Ying. He fully blinded One. He knew One had to walk into the objective because he knew he planted in the objective. He knew One had to come in and defuse. Agent, cool, calm, and collected. He doesn't take the gunfight. He immediately throws his Ying out and he blinds One right here. You can see One's fully blind, and that's a free round for Agent.
That was an outplay right there.
Yep.
Yo, Jinxie, you called it. You said exactly what he needed to do, and he just outplayed
and he did
him.
it. He actually did it.
Textbook Rainbow Six Siege, baby.
And we do have score on here as well, so you can tell when you're blinding your opponent, when they're getting caught when you're in your dread mines too. For the Fenrir, if you don't hear the sound cue, there's a lot of intel these players can play with, and bring in the energy. I mean, that's what you need in a tournament like this too.
Yeah, that was Agent's only bad play, was acing a metal wall. But then he caught One off guard. That was an unlucky round from One. He was in the worst spot at the worst time.
Oh my god.
I will say though, that Selma charge, that may actually come back to help them, because on Chalet, all the garage panels, they're breachable. If you throw Selma at them, they're gonna open angles for you. So yeah, didn't maybe know that this garage panel you can't shoot through, you can't breach it. But going forward on future maps, that won't be a problem for him.
And Agent just wins this last round off of a beautiful plant and just stalling out time. Like, Agent understands Rainbow Six Siege more than any of the 6 players we've seen today. Like, by far.
Agent.
What would you take, knowledge or like pure skill, like what we saw from Summit?
Knowledge. Summit was just pure aim, but knowledge. Like, if Agent played Summit, I would like say there's a 90% chance Agent wins.
Yo. Okay. Shout out to production, by the way. The next match is already ready. Jesse, Jinxie, let's get into the action, baby. Take it away.
Okay, this game right here between Shroud and Moist Critical. Look, I said this going into this. Shroud is the best player in this tournament, but